Hello, hello. So I got to tell you a funny story. About supplementation. And today I want to use a good example because at the moment we're on a hype cycle of creatine. People are talking creatine this, creatine that. And this pre-workout has zero caffeine in it, has 1,200 milligrams of beta-alanine, 2,000 milligrams of L-citrulline, 1,800 grams of L-arginine, and creatine. Why do I want to talk about it? So, firstly, welcome to day 5 of going from fat to shredded. I've decided to film in the morning today, and this is kind of what I look like, hardly waking up, but here I am. So, creatine. I actually haven't taken creatine in 8 years. So I really never supplemented stuff. I just did the working out, did the eating, and all the supplements I thought was sort of garbage. And then not long ago, about a year ago, I tried creatine. And I visibly looked fuller, visibly had looking muscle gains. And what happens with creatine is, if you don't know, is creatine is found in meats, it's found in fish, but creatine gets loaded into your muscles, and then creatine itself over time builds up in your systems, in your muscles, and pulls more water into your muscles, filling up your muscle more. Now your muscle itself, a lot of it is water. So don't quote me, 80-70% water or something like that, but the idea is a lot of our muscle tissue is water. So you may wake up in the morning and not feel muscular, then you drink a liter of water and half an hour later your muscles look a bit bigger, you look a bit fuller. So that's what it is. Now you can imagine with creatine, it stores even more water so the muscles look bigger. Should be good, right? So partner at the time, I go, you know what? Listen, you got to try this creatine stuff out. I've just been sold on it. It's wow. I should have taken it ages. I'm like, you're so blessed. You're so, you should be so happy that you get this supplement early. She takes it. She looks great. Fantastic. And then she starts getting kind of over time a bit more anxious, a bit more repetitive thoughts. And then I sort of observe my anxiety, and my anxiety is, I'm a bit more stressed, I'm a bit more, And then we start looking into creatine itself. And after hours upon hours, maybe 20 hours of research and really finding the underground stuff, it seems like creatine is a nootropic. Nootropic means it actually makes a difference to your brain as well. And creatine, this specific nootropic, with some brains actually makes them worse. Makes them edgier, makes them anxious, can cause repetitive thoughts. And here we are marketed creatine and everything like, wow, it's this best thing since sliced bread. Everyone should be having it. Everyone should be doing it. Everyone, great. And that's really the mental model on supplements. The mental model on supplements is our body, yours and mine, is designed as in only 100, 200 years ago, so only a couple generations ago, we ate vegetables, we ate meat, we ate fish, we ate fruit, we ate nuts, and we ate, a bit of variations of that. But most of the time, and olden days, we also squeezed some oil out of, olives. Most of the time, if there has been processing done or something unnatural to the body, our body isn't used to it. Now, sometimes that means you can be like super high performing and I can just inject heaps of steroids and be huge, right? And I can be like, yes, I am man-made, manufactured, processed meat. But that doesn't equate to vitality and feeling great in your body. You're not feeling fantastic. So with supplements, creatine, when you're starting to use creatine in an unnatural amount that's not found in food, and also creatine is not found just in a powder water form. It's actually linked to fiber, linked to nutrition, linked to everything in the food that we think we've just conquered, and we're like, yeah, we can do better than food. We'll just process powder and shit. So, in having said all this, I've returned back to creatine about 2 months ago, but very, very slight. And I try and not go over what I'd sort of find if I was eating a steak every day. And the reason is supplementation is cool, it's great, it's wow, and it's always the magic secret. I'm sitting there laying in bed and I'm like, oh, I don't want to work out for a long time and build these muscles. And then someone's like, creatine, get the creatine, it's going to help. Now, it is going to help. But most people are selling supplements as the easy solution. Or most people get supplements as the easy solution. 95% of supplement sales are sales based on people just getting into the gym or just convincing themselves to go to the gym. They're looking for short-term fixes. So yeah, you have athletes sell these pre-workouts, these creatine, and you know what? Maybe they have optimized for themselves. But most people that buy supplements are looking for the secret answer, the shortcut. And there's no shortcut to gaining muscle. There just isn't. The shortcut is like you got to eat good properly, the right amount of calories and the right type of calories, and have a clean nutrition. And then you've got to work out. And you've got to create rips in your muscles, stimulus in your muscles to signify it to grow. And then you've got to sleep and let the muscles recover and grow. And then you've got to lift heavier weights, go again. It's sort of basic like that. And then what we do is we're like, oh, these results are slow, I want them faster. And you're like, look, does it matter? Does it matter if you have faster results? For me, it does. And it's interesting because you have people that achieve really fast, quick results. And still they look unconfident. Still they can't talk to women if you're a man. Or as a woman, you may have taken things that you shouldn't have and now you're skinny and now you're, the epitome of beauty. But really, a person that has taken their time and gone the slow way and gone the methodical way and actually achieved it through blood, sweat, tears personally, can see the person that may look the part, but I can feel when your core doesn't have that oomph. Like, we're as animal beings, we all sense who's above, below, the same, almost like an animal hierarchy. So in an animal hierarchy, you can sense somebody may look the part, but something's off. They didn't earn it. You can feel that they don't have the core inside of them, that they are capable of achieving extraordinary results just by sheer discipline, control, and not using external supplements to, make it all go quicker. So that's my mental model on supplements. And for a very long time, I've wanted to sell supplements, and I may still do, but not in the way that people do. I think people should be aware of supplementation and a good idea of getting aware to supplementation. You understand what your body needs, how your body uses it. But all this other bonus stuff, like a lot of the stuff can be found in food. So a lot of in understanding nutrition, you can go get it from food. But then if you can't afford it, or you're on a diet, you can't have a lot of calories, and you still want the nutrition that gives you optimal performance, but don't want the calories, that's when you sort of go to supplementation. But the whole idea of supplements is like, that should be the last thing that you ever introduce. And when you introduce something that's unnatural, expect unnatural side effects somewhere else. So creatine looks like, the side effect is increased anxiety. And yeah, caffeine gives you energy, doesn't make you want to sleep, keeps you awake. But caffeine causes anxiety, causes you to be more stressed. So with everything that's unnatural in coffee, right? It seems natural. Coffee, natural? No, not natural. Processed. Caffeine isn't found on the ground, you know. Maybe a coffee bean is, and then you chew it, but we're not doing that. We're pressurizing it, we're pumping out the caffeine, we're getting it all into one perfect little cup to sip it and go, fuck yeah. Point is, mental model for the day, supplementation. Don't think about it as the answer. It is the last thing on the list. And the last thing on the list, and that's if you even want to go that far. Because there is nothing better than feeling phenomenal in your body, knowing that everything you've achieved you worked for, you gained through blood, sweat, tears yourself. And there's a satisfaction that you walk through life that gives you a core, gives you a thing where you feel great. You see the Sam Suleks, you see the people of the world, and you can see their confidence being so low, even though they look like they should have really high confidence. Or their bank accounts are so low, even though they have earned money before. So why didn't you? Oh, because somebody told you how to do it, or you looked for the get rich quick scheme. You know, I see it appear in all areas of my life, and I'm not perfect either. I have it in areas, but in every area, what I'm more and more inclined to do is just stick to the basics over a long period of time, push harder, better, faster, optimize naturally, and then you'll naturally feel more confident. So that's day 5. Yeah, the partner situation is not bad. I've managed to keep my word to myself, and I'm not going to be treated in a way that I emotionally feel distant. And I will manage. What I've decided to do is, and we've spoken with her, that I'm going to manage my sharing. I'm basically not going to rely on her for emotional support if she can't necessarily provide it in the way that I need it. And when she can, then I'll share, and I'll be able to, give her the torch of emotional support. But till then, Andrew's on his own. No emotional support. Just like supplements, really, right? A woman or a man is a supplement. Yeah, sure, you can find somebody that helps you get your results quicker, that can make you feel better, but there's nothing like doing it alone. And not in the fact of like doing it alone, fuck everyone. I'm saying there's a confidence built. I can't give you this feeling, but there's a thing that's built inside of you that feels powerful. Not in an egotistical way, not in like, oh, I'm better than you, but like, I'm calm, controlled. I was able to do it methodically, spiritually, practically. Now I'm just saying words. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.